Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Akash Pros, Sabrina Dawn. So I am going to start off today with the Angel Tarot by Radley Valentine. So I just wanted to apologize for not uploading yesterday. I wasn't feeling too well, just like a high level exhaustion, very emotional. I know we're in Cancer season, right? Where we just entered Cancer season, and it seems like I got hit with that moon energy really strong. So that's kind of interesting how that happened. Oh, the card fell out. It's on the floor. Hold on. Okay. Ooh, the star. Healing. Happy times. Make positive, optimistic, long-term plans on the right path. And you know, I'm also hearing you are a star. These are the soul cards, the second edition, Deborah Koff Chapman. I used them on Monday. So let's see what I'm getting. Happy times. So this is the card. And these cards don't have any words on them, they're just the picture. Okay. So let me just ask the angels. Okay. So what I'm hearing from these two cards, and if you can see the yellow, it's like the wings here, okay? And she's also just reminding me of the, like, I'm seeing the water. So she's like pouring out the water. So I feel like one of the things that they're saying, and it's kind of funny that we were just talking about this. Well, I was just talking about this, is that, you know, during, you know, we just entered Cancer season. So that's like that's a water sign, but it's also the moon. So, you know, there's all of that, like, push, pull, all of that. So what I'm hearing is that the moon controls the water. So what I'm hearing is that be mindful of yourself in the next few days as we enter Cancer season. Could be a very emotional time for you. We also have, I'm not an astrologer, and I haven't been paying close attention to this. So if I say anything wrong, please excuse me. You can correct me in the comments if you'd like, and put in information. But I believe that Venus is going direct today, so then we'll only have 6 or 5 planets in retrograde. So I think Neptune is just entering or just entered. So that's, if you want to know more about that, definitely Google it, because it is a crazy time for planets being in retrograde. And so, but what I'm hearing though is that, you know, be mindful of that water energy, and as you start to learn to, really, they're saying the word master your emotions. So stepping into the part of you that knows how to master your emotions. In other words, understand them and recognize them for what they are. So like yesterday, I was really emotional, and I did 333, which is the number of the Ascended Masters, and the Ascended Masters are here to support us, okay? And they're here to support any of us through any emotional time you may be going through. But what they're saying though is that, you know, mastering your emotions is not having them, not falling into them, but recognizing from what they are. And there's so they're saying that the first step is recognizing. So, you know, recognize, like yesterday I was like really emotional. It was really heavy day for me, but there's exhaustion in my brain. It was almost like, you know, like think of it like a really humid day, like one of the worst ones that you've had. That's what felt like inside my brain. I was just like, oh. So that's why I didn't upload. But what the first step they're saying is not recognizing, it's not having control over your emotions. It's actually recognizing from what they are, and being present to them. So realizing, like taking that first step, looking at them like inside your head and being like, wow, I really feel sad. I really feel angry, or whatever it is, I feel just hopeless. The first step they're saying is to name it. That's what it is. Okay. So, sorry, they were giving me visuals inside my head and it wasn't working. I wasn't connecting the dots. So, yes, is to naming it. The first step is to naming it, because the minute that you name it, okay, what they're showing me is the minute that you name it, like, I feel sadness. That's the first step that you are actually starting to disconnect from the feeling, because your brain's getting involved, and there's the I feel sad. Okay. Okay. And you can look at it logically. Now, what they're saying is a heads up is don't dive into the sadness in that moment. Like, I feel sad. And then, like, kind of like they're showing me literally a person diving straight into the word sad. So, be mindful of what it is that you are feeling. And do your best not to follow, like, attach yourself to the word sad. And what they're saying now, too, is that the darkness can be behind you. Okay, and that's the first step, is naming what you're feeling. And then you use your spiritual practice, whatever that may be. For me, it's the Akashic Records and mixed with mindfulness, okay? So for you, it could be something else. Also, I love to, they're showing me the visual of it. If I feel sad, I can then take that word sad, right? Because they're showing me in a visual, I feel sad, like that, right in front, like right here. So I feel sad. Instead of diving headfirst into sad and then feeling it and becoming attached to it and identifying with it and owning it as if it is me, I'm going to see that word sad, and I could put it in a little bubble, cut a cord to it, and then send it off with the angels. Okay, so I know I say that probably pretty often, but it's a good reminder that we do have, and Lulu likes that. You can also talk to the angels, have communication with the angels. You can talk to them as if you're talking to your best friend. But what they're saying is that, it's a time to start stepping into this, the third chakra, okay? But also, leaving the darkness behind, grounding it all out, recognizing that the root chakra is stabilizing us, that, there's a lot to the root chakra that helps us feel safe and secure in the world. And working on the root chakra can help you rise up, okay, out of this darkness and more into your personal power. So if you've been, like a lot of people have, and there's no judgment, from the angels and from me, a lot of people have been very triggered during this COVID, but also during everything else that's been going on that's really big, myself included. So, what it is a lot of root chakra, safety, security, health, like your fear of your life, right, being here. So there's, that is definitely coming up. I just had like a piece of grass, must be from when I was outside with Lulu, on my lap. So yeah, so working on that root chakra and balancing that out, going up through the second chakra, right? That's the emotional center, and then going up to the third chakra, which is your personal power, so you can have these happy times. You can make positive, optimistic, long-term plans. But you have to, what they're saying is that the reason why they talked about all of that is because it's now time to choose to start coming out of that dark time, and realizing that, yes, we need to be safe. Yes, it's good. And I don't care if people think this is political or not. Put on the mask. Put on the mask. I don't care about all the political stuff. It's about, being sure that that the people around you, in case you're a carrier, it's just caring. Okay, we're trying to make it so that we can all go back to normal. Do things that help move this forward, but you forward, and you can keep moving forward. Okay, so that's what I'm hearing, so that you can have these happy times and start making long-term plans. And if this, whatever it is that you're thinking about, you're on the right path. So, but what has been muddying everything is that root chakra, not balancing that root chakra. That's what I'm hearing. So for many people, everything that the high priestess was coming out about, like moving forward, and there was these plans and getting your voice out there, that this has been like a couple months thing. This darkness in the collective energy has been keeping people very heavy, and it's been very activating to the root chakra. So if we want to move forward, the way to do that, would be to balancing that chakra, the root chakra, balancing the second chakra, and moving into the third chakra, so that we can start to have these happy times. Okay, but see how she's kind of like pouring out. So that's also what they're showing me too, is that it's called grounding out. So if you're feeling a heavy emotion, you can imagine it, right? You can imagine it just cut like in all of your body. Just take, if you want, you can give a visual of a color. Like if you feel sad, maybe it's gray. If you're feeling dull, maybe it's gray. If you're feeling bored, whatever it is that you're feeling that's really heavy, you can give it a color, and you can just imagine yourself just pushing that color all the way down into the core of Mother Earth, out through your root chakra, down through the bottom of your feet and out of your legs, and then push that in, and then bring in a color. You can bring in this yellow if you want, and fill up your whole body, and imagine your silhouette, just that beautiful yellow color. Okay, so that you can step into that third chakra and stepping into your power, because you have an idea that's on the right path, but everything that's going on in society, it's muddying you. And I think that's why, if you didn't watch Mondays, I think that's why they really got into being an empath, learning how to take responsibility for your own energy. Okay, so this is the Ask Angels Oracle cards. So, and then just they're showing me this, I'm sorry. So the red, that's what was talking to me a lot about the root chakra, right? The darkness, there's a little bit of red in here, right? And we're going to bounce in, we're going to go in. And then one of the things that, see how the red kind of goes up into this yellow? What they're showing me here is that it kind of looks like the stem with a flower. But what's going to blossom actually is the fact that you're going to be stepping into your power while you're grounded. Okay, you're going to be able to bring things into your life as you are grounded, and you're realizing that you're safe and secure. So they're showing me that so this is just to be mindful. So the root chakra, the way that I was taught the chakras, I'm going to talk about for a moment. So the root chakra comes out of like the perineum. So it's coming out from the coccyx bone, from the sacred bone, the sacral bone. So coming all the way down. The sacrum, not sacral, sorry, sacrum. So like it comes down and it's a cone, okay, and it spins, and it's beautiful and healthy, and it's spinning. Okay, so what I'm feeling like is that when COVID happened, a lot of people in the collective on here, their chakra went actually sucked up. It was no longer the cone, the spinning beautiful cone. It actually kind of like when you go to put your feet in something and it's like it feels gross or it's too cold or something, and you go like this with you pick up your feet and you're like, ooh, that's what I'm hearing a lot of the chakras did. So if you want, you can imagine, actually they're telling me to do it right here. So just take a deep breath, allow yourself to be present. Bring your attention to your base chakra. Imagine it a beautiful cone, flowing, swirling, healthy. Okay? Now you can imagine it where it's at. Now it could be halfway, it could be muddied, it could be brown instead of red, whatever it is, just imagine. Say, ask the angels, please help me see where my root chakra is at. And we don't need to know why it is the way that it is at this time. You can do that during personal practice. And what they're saying is just imagine the most beautiful, vibrant, healthy red. Okay? And just fill up that whole cone chakra with that beautiful red. And we're asking the angels to help assist us in balancing that beautiful root chakra so that you can feel safe and secure, stable, rooted in who you are, rooted in your authenticity, in your truth, in your situation. And the angels are saying that staying with a healthy root chakra is actually one of the big, they're saying the biggest, I'm sorry, hold on. One of the biggest, one of the most important keys to maintaining your own energy field, because it keeps you rooted in your body, keeps your energy rooted here. And when you start doing this, it can feel really intense if you haven't learned how more to master your own energy, because what they're saying is that because we start to feel very afflicted and very almost victimized by the energy around us. Okay, so that's why it's really important. So Energetic Boundaries by Cindy Dale is a great book to work with. But imagine that beautiful red swirling in your chakras. That beautiful red, right in your lower chakra, in your base chakra. And we ask that the angels help align each of our root chakras to its highest blueprint that we can handle at this time. It's healthy, it's flowing, it's helping us connect to the core of Mother Earth. It's helping us connect within our bodies and knowing that we are safe when we walk around in our bodies, that we love our bodies, we cherish this vessel that we're in, this temple, and recognizing it as a sacred temple. The more that we do that, the more that we can honor it, cherish it, eat right for it, take care of our energy system so our physical vessel is respected, honored, and they're saying taken seriously. And that doesn't mean, like too seriously, but taken seriously. Take this life, this vessel that we're inhabiting seriously. Just allowing the energy to balance out the root chakras. So then we're going to allow the angels, the angelic white light to come through the core of our spine, through the Sushumna, right? Balancing all of our chakras with our new root chakra. Okay, we're going to balance it all the way up, go up through the spine, go up through the head, out through the crown, and then come back down, and we're going to rest right at our hearts. We are now rooted in love, knowing that we can move forward with our feet planted on terra firma, with an open heart. Okay, now we're going to use, so just take a couple of deep breaths and allow yourself to come back into this space. I was not expecting this to happen today. We are going to use the Ask Angels Oracle cards now. We're going to ask the angels for some more guidance on stepping into these happy times. Oh, wow. Wait till you see this, guys. Yellow is definitely the theme today. Archangel Metatron. Ooh, your higher self. Look at that, guys. Look at how yellow is the theme. So working with the color yellow too, we just did the red one, but you can allow yourself to fill up with this beautiful yellow and stepping into, do you see how like that's like the circle? It's like the third chakra just, this is, coming into your authentic self, stepping into who you are, right? Being rooted in you, who you are through the heart so that you can step forward with your authentic self, with your higher self, moving forward. And your higher self is here to help connect it. And you can always go in and ask to speak to your higher self. If you're having an argument with somebody, or there's some kind of disagreement, or there's something unresolved within souls, you can actually go into dream time and work with it, or you can go into meditation and you can also just ask to speak to their higher selves. And then the conversations that you can have with them are much higher, and it actually integrates down into the awareness of the third 3D plane. Okay, so that next time you see them, the energy might not be as thick. Okay. Okay, now I'm using the Chakra Love Raise Your Crystal Vibrations by Kate. I'm not sure. I think it's Katie Manickshaw. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce her name. This is the box. Okay. Oh. Okay. So here we have the second chakra, Peach Moonstone. let your life burst forth from the seeds of creation. There's that happiness, right? There's that on the right path that wants to come through, balancing the lower chakras. Then we have the third chakra, right? Amber. So the solar plex chakra, fearlessness. Turn your warrior into a warrior. So, if you're worrying about anything, that's what we were talking about, grounding out. This is exactly what we were saying, is that if you're in the worry energy, you're not allowing yourself to be authentic, allowing yourself to be in the here and now. You're worrying about the past or the future, or how the past is going to affect the future, all of that. And then, so they're saying, turn that warrior, the warrior inside of you, and then turn it into a warrior. In other words, step into that authentic higher self. And then the heart chakra, green ocean jasper, connection, Father Divine and Mother Earth, make love in your heart. So did you see? That's exactly what we did. Oh my gosh. So we went from the root chakra, like Mother Earth, right? We went there, we brought it all the way up, and then we went through the head, out through the crown, right? And then we brought it back down and rested here. So we touched the Father Divine, the Mother Earth, and we made love in our heart, balancing those energies. So you can use that that technique at any time. Balancing all of your chakras. You can go in with each color, go all the way up, and then bring the energy down after you feel like that you've gone all the way up, right? Then you can bring it down and then rest in your heart. And then just imagine beautiful love coming forth from your heart, and then allow it to fill up your whole field. So you're filling up your cup first before you're sending it out, right? So that you can be love and not just, throwing it out there. Okay, you have loving yourself and filling up your field is really important. So that way you can not feel as drained, okay, by everything that you're stepping forth with. Okay, all right. So, well, thank you so much. I hope that this wasn't too disjointed. My brain has just been really weird. I think the humidity is getting to it. Okay, all right. Well, I'm just sending you all my love, and it was wonderful to connect with you. Thank you.